Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right, we're going to first of all start off with the people who will receive shares. So how many people receive shares? There's actually 12 people whose shares have been mentioned to us. Now these 12 are divided into two categories: the males, the men, and the women, the females. So from amongst the men, you have four categories amongst the men. So you can write this down, right? Help you learn as well. So there's four categories amongst the men. So let's start off then. Let me draw this stick man here. So first of all, you have the father. Father has shares mentioned for him, as we saw in the previous video regarding the shares in the Quran. Number two, grandfather. So grandfather, when we say grandfather, we mean father's father. Okay, so not mother's father. So that's the second one. The third is the brother. However, the brother here is actually the maternal brother. Yeah, maternal brothers. And what we mean by maternal brother is that he shares the same mother. Father's different, mother's the same, stepbrother. And the fourth one is the husband. Okay, so here, these are the four people whose shares have been specifically mentioned. And we're going to be covering those, each one in detail. So those are four men. Let's go to the women then. So now you have 8 women whose shares have been mentioned. So number one, you have the wife. Number two, and draw this, you have the daughter. So her share is also mentioned, as we saw in the Quran as well. Number three, you have the granddaughter. Now when we say granddaughter, what we mean by granddaughter is the son's daughter. Okay, so it's the son's daughter, not the daughter's daughter. The daughter's daughter is actually from the green category, right, from the rest of the relatives. And number four, we have the sister. So there's 3 types of sisters that we have. This one is called a full sister. It means the mother and the father are the same as the deceased. They share the same mother and father. The second type is what we call a sister. However, this sister is a stepsister. Okay, so the stepsister is the paternal sister. So they share the same father. And the fifth type is known as the sister as well. However, she only shares the same mother. So this is known as the maternal sister. Similar to the brother that we done, the maternal brother, we also have the maternal sister. And then you have the next, or they're all sisters, by the way. So these are 3 sisters, and the next is the mother. So the mother, she also has a share that's stipulated for her as well. And the last but not least is the grandmother. And the grandmother is both the grandmother from the father's side and the grandmother from the mother's side, meaning mother's mother and father's mother as well. Both refer to the grandmother here. Now, before you ask, how comes other relatives are not mentioned here? This is something which is stipulated by the Quran and by the Sunnah. Therefore, we don't have, we don't really have any room to add anyone else in. Right, so we have to stick to whatever has been mentioned, and those who haven't been mentioned, then their category is different from these. So, like we said, 4 males and 8 females, so there's 12 altogether, and each one we're going to be covering in detail. So get your pens out, get your notepads out, inshallah. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. Leave me some comments, any questions you have, any way I can improve these videos. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.